Well, the market wasn't too impressed with the ANZ result and didn't like the information that margins are being squeezed, even though the banks are not passing on the full Reserve Bank rate cuts. So everyone hates them, customers and shareholders. All the banks fell today, but resources stocks and retailers got the All Ordinaries above 4,500 for the first time in 9 months. And News Corp shareholders weren't perturbed by the idea that Rupert Murdoch is not fit to run the company. Quite the opposite, in fact. Markets in the US and Asia were stronger over the past 24 hours, but in Europe there is still some angst about the Spanish problem. They're definitely not running with the bulls. The Australian dollar is up very slightly, 103 1/3 US cents, recovering some of what was lost yesterday, but not much. In fact, there's a theory gaining ground that the Reserve Bank is trying to get the dollar down with yesterday's rate cut, and more to come. Now, the RBA never says it's targeting the currency, but as I've pointed out before, it has decoupled from the terms of trade in recent times, which is troubling for policymakers. The currency rising and falling with the terms of trade is natural and not to be tampered with, but it's staying up at the moment because interest rates here are so much higher than anywhere else, which is damaging our economy, and that needs to be addressed. You'll recall house prices came out yesterday showing a fall for the past 12 months of 4.5%. Now, since the peak of June 2010, the national average is down 6.1%, or 10% in real terms, adjusted for inflation. Disturbingly, according to this chart, it's the same decline from the peak at the same point of the big Japanese and American housing crashes of the early 90s in Japan and 2006 to now in the US. And that's finance.